We're Byron and Jill, two hands-on people with big dreams. In 2024, we jumped headfirst into our off-grid dream and purchased a 100-acre block at Mount Binga. After relocating here in 2025, our big goal right now is transforming this incredible century-old Ashgrovian Queenslander into our forever home. This isn't just a renovation, it's a complete transformation, a huge project demanding a lot of energy and time, and it's going to take everything we've got. And we'd love to have you along for the ride. Every challenge, every triumph, every step of the way.
Welcome back to Off Grid at Mount Binga. We thought you'd give you guys an update as we've been pretty quiet on the tools. We've been slowly chipping away, but we've chose to have a break from YouTube and save up a bit of money so we can kick off the next stage.
But we know you're all probably pretty eager to see what we've been up to, so we're going to take you on a little bit of a tour just to give you an update room by room and keep the excitement alive.
So those of you that have been following along and those of you that have subscribed, thank you. But those 60% of you that haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button and share it with your friends. We've never pushed this, but it does help us. It helps us more than you know. So thanks very much. To our loyals, thank you.
Hello, anyone home? Oh, George is home.
Well, this crusty old front door, we are going to replace it. I dream of getting a custom made door from a door supply company. I'm not going to waste time and effort on restoring this thing. It's seen too much weather and it's structurally not real good anymore. So I'll replace this with a brand new door custom made for this house. Gillian's going to pick the decorative features on it. Hopefully we can see a bit of LED lighting on it as it's the main feature. We've also got to do a bit of balustrading around here, or handrail.
Make it legal height.
We'll get legal height and make sure it's safe. We're thinking of putting a feature panel in here. We don't know which one yet. We'll decide on that later. The handrail will go down the stairs onto a concrete step as per the regulations. We've got to do a fair bit of work on this ceiling and we've got to fix the roof sheets on top. This leaks a bit of water and the water comes down through this light. We're most likely going to delete the ceiling light and have a nice little wall light over here. And of course we're going to have our Jilby sign up near the front door, somewhere here or hanging. We're not sure yet, but we'll work on that. So this is the little front porch.
Let's head on inside. So this room, this was a living room, but as you guys that have been following along will know, we're going to turn this into our kitchen. Kitchens are important, they're the heart of the house, but it's also the space that gets really nice natural light. A lot of the house is pretty dark in places, but this area is going to be really light and we're going to spend a lot of time in here. So, plans for the kitchen are, we're going to have a long kitchen sort of bench area all the way along to here. And that will include our fridge, our pantry, lots of cupboards, the stovetop and the oven, and probably some overheads as well. And then we're going to have a handcrafted kitchen timber island bench that Byron has committed to making at some point. And that will have the sink and a dishwasher in it. We've been living without a dishwasher for about 5 years now, and I'm dead keen to get one back into our lives. But obviously we need to make sure it's a pretty water efficient one as we're off grid. Now over this side we hope to find a nice second-hand timber sort of kitchen hutch, again with some LED light if we can find one that suits us. And then along here some sort of live timber tabletop area spreading around to the corner here, and this will be our coffee nook. So we'll have our coffee machine.
This little spot here is probably one of my favourite spots in the house. We've got a terrific view and I can really see the potential this room has. It's sort of an area where we'll be most mornings enjoying a coffee. The dogs will be with us. and we'll be able to come straight out of the bedroom, wake up, make a coffee over here on a little coffee nook, and sit down in this spot here and just ease into the day.
Can't wait.
We can't wait for this spot. As you would have seen in a few of the episodes, glimpses of our pressed metal ceiling. We ripped down the one in the living room, but this one in the kitchen we're going to keep. There are some damaged pieces I will be able to fix, but we're going to keep this part of the ceiling. I'm going to do it up. I'm going to do a full episode in the future on that and bring this old pressed metal ceiling back to life again. It'll be pretty special in this room, so that'll come up later down the track.
So this room's going to be the other heart of the house, the living room. We're still a little bit undecided around what the future plans are, but we know there's going to be a fireplace, and that'll likely be over here where you're standing. Probably have a TV on the wall here, big comfy couch somewhere here, 2 bookcases, an electric piano somewhere. Not sure if we'll be able to fit in a dining zone or not, but we'll work that out as we go along. This room's going to have a picture rail. We've sort of compiled all the picture rail remnants that are around the place, and we're hoping to install it all around this room here and keep some of that original feature. As Byron said earlier, the pressed metal ceiling is well and truly beyond repair, so that's been ripped out. So we'll obviously need to put in a ceiling in this room as well. We've got some beautiful old chandeliers that Byron's grandmother used to own. So it's going to be exciting, but a lot of work to do in this room. Obviously, it's missing a few walls here and there as well. So the plan here is to ply these walls, not put up VJs, and put some of that cover strip panels in a decorative sort of way around this room as well. So I know Byron's got a big plan for how he's going to do that, and all will be revealed in time.
Now you would have noticed in other episodes, these horizontal boards, they're a lot different to the other rooms where everything's VJ, vertical joint board, as you'll see in the next couple of shots, down the hallway, in the bedrooms, etc. But this room here and our kitchen have these horizontal backing boards, and that's because these 2 rooms were always done in a ply veneer and they all had cover strips. Both these rooms then were broken at door level with a picture rail, and then above that more ply with cover strips into that pressed metal ceiling. So we're going to replicate the ply walls going up, picture rail around the middle, ply above that. This ceiling in here will be ply with feature work. And like I say in the last room, we're going to keep that pressed metal ceiling. So they're the grand plans for these 2 rooms. Let's move on. This room so far has made the most progress in the whole house. If you remember, this room started with no wall on the back, one little half stud in the corner holding a window, and a cork floor that we've pulled up. It had an old kitchen in here. We've moved a wall. So we spent a bit of time in this room and we like it. We really like this room. It's got beautiful eastern sunrise coming up, as you can see. But recently we've been just spending a bit of time on getting it ready for the engineer's approval by installing some ply. And we've put our VJ back on the walls. We've also installed this set of 4 casement windows, and it lets in a huge amount of light. We're calling this our multi-purpose room, but it's soon becoming what will be our future gym room, where we do a lot of cycling, stretching, yoga. We'll put a TV on the wall. We'll have music in here, and there'll be a place for us to stay fit and healthy. I'll get Jill to show you some features of this wall, especially this one behind us.
A few viewers gave the suggestion to keep this wall as is, well, sanded back and smoothed up, and we thought that was a great idea. So we are going to leave the full assemblage of colours along this wall and coat it in some sort of clear finish to protect it. We spent a lot of time sanding back things, and it's feeling very smooth. And Byron's put some bog in some of the old nail holes as well. So this will be the ode to the old Queenslander, and I can't wait to see how it turns out. The rest of the room we'll keep as painted VJ walls, but we've used all recycled VJs in here so far, and it's looking really good.
This little section here, where the old kitchen was, must have been some sort of servery, and before that we've noticed it was a doorway. So the doorway got closed in, turned into a servery, and then at some point it was cladded on the other side of the wall, so it was closed off anyway. We're going to close it off to the rest of the house, and we'll replace these boards here in the middle with full length boards, and you'll never know there was a hole there. Anyway, next room.
So we've got the bathroom just here. Let's have a look. So the bathroom. This is the most dingy room of the whole house, with questionable quality flooring and a lot of work to do. But don't worry, we have got some plans. The plans are to have a walk-in shower behind this wall here, fully tiled, keep the windows as is, and probably a small corner vanity of some sort here with a mirror on the wall. Tiled up to the top of the window height and VJs above that. And that's probably as far as we've got with planning for this one, so let's quickly move on to the next room. So, the toilet. Not much to see here, but one thing we do plan to do is put a small basin here so you don't have to walk around into the bathroom to wash your hands after doing your business. Let's move on. So this is our laundry. The plans for this room are to have it functioning as a bit of a laundry and a mudroom, because we've got an outside door just there. So along here we'll have cabinets and overheads for storage, we'll have a sink, we'll have a washing machine, and we'll probably have a dryer as well. Yes, we're in Queensland, but things take a while to dry when it's in the cooler months like we're in right now. On this side, we'll have a series of hooks to hang our wet weather gear, our jackets, dirty shoes, that kind of thing. And we'll keep the window where it is, get rid of the cat flap, because we don't have a cat. And that's pretty much it for this room. Well, let's have a look at this side over here. So this will be another storage area that's contained within the laundry / mudroom. There's a great series of shelves, it's inbuilt, it shares the wardrobe with our second bedroom. So we'll keep this, put the doors back on once we've cleaned them up. So outside on the veranda now, and this room here is going to be our office. So this will be wonderful for me to be able to work from home, and for Byron to do the all-important YouTube editing as well. So let's have a look inside. So the office. This used to be part of the veranda and we've built it in. So a big thing we'll need to do is to put some flooring down on top of here. We've put in one of the matching windows. We've insulated pretty much all the walls. We still need to sheet the ceiling and insulate the ceiling a bit more. And then we will sheet all the walls as well. Put some power points in, put some lovely lighting, and this room will be amazing and get some wonderful northern sunlight as well. So this is our second bedroom, or our guest room. We haven't done a vast amount of work in this room yet. We have put these French doors in. We have built in some of this wall. We still need to sheet it on the front with some more VJs. This room's got the other half of that storage area from the laundry with a cute little wardrobe in there. Other than that, we haven't really given too much thought for what more to do in here. But it's going to be a great space for when friends and family come to visit. Let's move on. And finally, we're heading into our master bedroom. Master bedroom is actually quite massive and we're really looking forward to moving ourselves into this room. We have put in the French doors out to the veranda and the amazing view. Something else we've done in here which we haven't shown you is put in these school windows. So these were still in a pile against the wall when we first looked at the house, but also they remained intact once we moved it here as well. We had to do a bit of work to size them up because the house has tilted 25 mil through the course of its life. But we've got them working at the moment, and that's going to be great to have some breeze coming through. So furniture wise, our bed will come out here, some bedside tables on the sides, some nice lighting, and on this side we'll have a big built-in robe as well. which we'll build ourselves. And this is our amazing view that we can't wait to wake up to every morning and spend many an afternoon and a morning here, enjoying the view, enjoying our surroundings, and feeling really quite special about where we live.
Part of the code and regulations are that we need balustrading along the veranda as well. Our veranda is above 900 millimeters off the ground, all the floor downstairs. So we have to have a balustrade and a handrail along this whole veranda. But we're looking forward to that. It's quite a nice feature. We'll blend it in with the front porch and it'll come up absolutely beautiful. These stairs here are also going to have handrail going down to a post onto a concrete step and then opening out onto a beautiful view, and we might even be able to put a veggie garden down here. We'll see. Landscaping is yet to be discussed, so we'll work on that. So this ceiling is yet to be insulated and sheeted. We're going to install ply sheets on this ceiling, and we're not going to have lights up there. We're going to have wall lights in this area. We think it'll be just a nicer touch.
And I don't think we'll need a fan or anything up here because it doesn't really get hot.
Now there's a little bit of work to go here, as you can see. I've still got to install some cladding to cover up all these bearers. I've got to do a lot of work on the edge of these decks. We've got to do this handrail. We've got to do a lot of work on the soffits up here before we paint it. We've actually got some walls down here that are almost complete. Let's have a look at them. So it was one Saturday morning a couple of weeks ago, Jill and I got stuck into this wall. Behind this wall panelling is air cell, and behind the air cell is structural ply, and behind that we have 2.5 R value insulation bats. On the inside of this wall is our office. It's quite soundproof in there, which is going to be nice. I've been spending a few hours out here on the back of the house. As you can see from the window up is what our finished product's going to look like. That is our colour. That's 2 coats of Milk Cloud 200%. Where Jillian is there is the dire contrast of what the walls looked like before. So I hope you can appreciate the amount of work that goes into restoring these old homes. It's been a very fun process, and when you get to see the finished product like that, all you can do is stand back and think, well, this house is going to come up really nice. As you can see here, we have a break between the cladding. This is on purpose. Right here is where they cut the house into sections. Behind that there was where it was split on the truck, transported all the way from Maloney to here. Now this little break here does 2 things. It covers that join where we might get movement in the future, and it also gives me a chance to try and blend in these boards better. With our new walls, we do have a 140mm overlap, but with these old walls it varies. Sometimes it's 135, sometimes it goes up to 148. So if we were trying to blend this board in with this board here, you'd see something quite nasty in the middle. So this board here serves its purpose well. This wall right here will be the last wall in the whole house that needs work. At the moment we're leaving it open so our engineer can check a few things out, give us the big tick. We'll have him come out later in the year, and then we can get on with sheeting that wall, throwing all the boards up. Just like you've seen on that other wall, it's going to come up really nice. So that just about wraps up the tour of our old house. Hope you've enjoyed it.
If you got any suggestions for ideas that you might have as you've been walking through room by room, drop them in the comments. It is still a blank canvas. We can make changes as we go. We'll come up with ideas as we go along as well.
We look forward to seeing you in the comments.
And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and share with your friends and family.
It does truly help. And we'll see you in the next episode.